There has been a shifting that has taken place. There has been an apostolic call that we heard from God and that we have answered up. And I didn't say me, I didn't say I said we. As a ministry together. So the young lady went on to talk to me about what was wrong with her ministry. She wanted to tell me what her pastor didn't see, what the ministers didn't see, what they weren't doing. And I stopped her in her tracks and said, I don't want to hear that. If the pastor is not seeing the pain, the hurt, or what's going on with some individual in the ministry, maybe it's not for him to see. Maybe God has blocked the pastor's vision so that you can effectively minister to that person. You see, we can run around here and talk about what the pastor isn't doing and what the pastors are lacking in, but what are you doing to shore the pastor and the leadership up in that area? There's some things that we just aren't going to see. And if you see it, it's up to you to fill that gap. So I want everyone to put into their heart, begin to identify the ministries that God has placed inside of you. And start birthing those ministries and bringing them out. We need to start looking at new ways that we can create employment for our people right in here. We need to aggressively do that. No more should we be walking around any of our members in a permanent state of lack. I just don't want, I want all of our people to have an abundance so that people can begin to look over here and say that that's where they want to be because we are an abundant ministry. And every time folk come in here, we ain't got to beg, borrow, steal, and all that other stuff that folk be trying to do around here. You just come in and you can give out of an abundance. How many folk in here would like to give the church $1,000, but you don't have it to give? Come on, somebody. Raise your hand. How many folk would like to give the church $5,000, but you don't have it to give? But what if we show you how to get to that point where you can give that, and that's out of your abundance. You write a check for $5,000 because you got another $25,000 backup. Each and every single one of us should have that opportunity. That you see a new car on the lot that you want, you just go, that's it, I want, yeah, can you have that ready in an hour? We all need to be, that's how we walk in the natural. But if you got that in the natural, if you got that much power and authority in the natural to write a check for a $50,000 car, how much power and authority do you have in the spiritual realm? I'm learning that God equivalates your power and authority in the spirit as well as the natural. If you're lacking in the natural, you're lacking in the spirit. Oh my God. So when we begin to walk in that power and authority in the supernatural, we begin to operate that supernatural in the natural so that people can see Jesus didn't hide his supernatural. When Jesus needed money, he sent somebody down and looked